you give me 30 minutes of your time? I just want to talk. Furthermore, Black American, we really. If I speak a little ghetto, but I said Black American. That was me not even complete a sentence. That was a fragmented sentence. I meant to say Black America. I just finished eating the Arby's gyro. I'm fucked up about them shits. I'm trying to get over them shits. I'm addicted to them shits. Anyway, let's talk. Now I'm really tired, so I gotta give a disclaimer. I'm extremely tired. I haven't slept. I've been stressed the hell out, and I am approaching closure. Right, so I think I will be moving forward in a better mental state. But I couldn't resist the wait for instead of wait for tomorrow afternoon. I had to get into this topic of this Shannon Sharp shit because I just found out about it tonight. Let me give a let me cite my source. I don't want to call it a giving a shout out, but fam, I do be rocking with fam shit, like listening to his love. I get entertained by fam, but he do some Uncle Tom shit sometimes that make him a little bit of up notches that why I don't want to really like get too much indications to him. But it's a person I be watching on social media that do a great job at reporting. Got a decent personality that I find of the upper echelon of people that is on social media that I can constantly come back to over and over and listen to the information that they put out there. With that said, let's talk about Shannon Sharp. So, Shannon Sharp, nickname for himself is Shay. There's Shay Gillis Alexander. That's his like government name, Shay. Um, I don't think before Shannon Sharp I heard a man make that his nickname, but I so many aspects to this. I'm gonna peel back so many layers, but I only got 30 minutes to do it because I gotta get up early in the morning. So just bear with me. Him calling himself Shay. There was a football player named Ashley Lilly. He was a wide receiver, famous wide receiver. His name is Ashley. I got into a situation or a beef with a guy a long time ago. His name was Brittany. And I told him, no matter how tall, how gangster, how thug you are, you got me fucked up. Your name Brittany, bro. I just can't see it. I can't see you punking me, bro. Respectfully, I can't. Your name Brittany, dog. Now that's your mama fault. Shit, I watched The Wood. My favorite character on The Wood was Stacy. So fucking, I told. I don't want to get too. Bottom line, Stacy was a dope name. It's like one of those names that's go for either sex. Just like Jody. Jody, baby boy, that's every hood nigga favorite movie. Jody. But that's like Jodie Foster is the only famous real Jodie I know. Jodie Meeks. But who was more famous, Jodie Meeks or Jodie Foster? Jodie Foster. So I'm not gonna put too much emphasis in the name Shay. What I would say is this: Shannon Sharp has been teetering. First of all, I would say to any major person with a major platform that you can do so much for so many without even knowing. You could do so much for so many. You can inspire somebody. It might be see, it's only two ways I think the shit go. Let me sit up a little bit. It's only two ways the shit go. Motherfucker either kill themselves because they gay and they can't take it no more. And they can't take their secrecy no more. Or they whatever. They in the cause see the thing is this. Motherfuckers is scared of judgment. To all the gay people that is living their open life as gay, salute, salute. Oh, you're doing an amazing job. Like I'm not even trying to sound sarcastic. Salute. The criticism that you have to take on. Like it's motherfuckers that come out as gay at 50, 60, 70. It's motherfuckers now that has the boldness to come out at a younger age. Now I am of the mindset similar to a Boosie in the regard of let the child fucking figure out. Like I feel that, and this is me personally, this is maybe the country nigga in me. You should at least get some pussy at one time in your life before you throw in the towel. At least to understand, get in a female relationship with somebody and be like, okay, I don't like these hoes. I understood. I, I'll be your advocate. These hoes, the women of 2026 are the biggest. This is the worst this shit has ever been. It ain't never gonna get no worse in selection. The women of if you was gay in the 50s and the 60s, you wanted to be gay. You had no excuse.
because those was the last of the great women. So I understand the twerking generation, hoes sucking 6, 7, 8 niggas dicks, hoes out here getting Diddy baby mama or 50 Cent baby mama type shit. Bitch don't give you no incentive to want to be fucking straight. I get it. But at the end of the fucking day, at least try a woman. You never know. If you never try her, how can you say that you fucking gay? That's my personal opinion. But with that said, when you do it when you're young, and I ain't gonna entertain the. I'm gonna give y'all shout outs like the Booty War and the motherfucking and the what's his name, Real Man, Real 18. So I'm gonna give y'all y'all just do at the end. But I don't want to forget too many points because there's so many elements, and I'm only giving myself 27 more minutes to break this shit down of the elements. And I gotta speak into this shit with sensitivity and care and respect. I don't want it to look like I'm shunning the little fellas and the little homies that chooses that path because shots out to you because of the foolishness you gotta deal with. But I want to make something very clear. Before I get into it, let's just get into some meat and potatoes of this shit. This nigga named Hollywood. Don't never be that kind of faggot. Damn, I want to get my channel struck. Don't never be that kind of gay guy. That's a sissy. Nobody likes a sissy. You know what a sissy is? A sissy is a fuck it. If I get my channel struck, fuck it. A sissy is an old faggot ass pussy ass nigga who wanna fucking. And I'm gonna talk real gay for you fuck niggas who were in the back of the room, in the back of the chat. Yo, you back there, come to the front. You trying to show out for fish, pussy ass nigga. I'll be the first to tell you niggas that hoes get all their lingo and all they talk. What's the T? That's from fat old school gay niggas. Let me tell you niggas something. First of all, before I get into the meat and potatoes of the shit, I gotta say something. I gotta give like a disclaimer or some shit, whatever. Do not F with a faggot if you don't want a faggot to do faggot shit. I say it again. And a nigga gave great advice, which must have been some artificial intelligence. He say a motherfucker get bit by a snake and they complain about the snake biting them rather than to find a cure and they die. Instead of motherfucking complaining about the snake biting you, understand that a snake gonna bite you every time. Now you need to find out the cure. I say that to say, what's the cure to a nigga outing you? Don't fuck with them niggas. That's the cure. A faggot gonna be a faggot every time. Part of the reason your attraction to him was he was a faggot. He outed a nigga before you. And I want to say, and now that I said that, because that's the meat and potatoes I want to say is, don't fuck with a faggot. You don't want a faggot to do no faggot shit. Having said that, to all the faggots, or all the faggot lovers, meaning that all the hoes that's your brother, that's your cousin, that's whoever, and you find it highly entertaining. When that nigga get his head bust, don't cry. His mama, don't cry. Daddy, don't cry. Oh, bitches want to leave now. I have focus system, motherfuckers. You don't think it's two parts to this shit? See, a lot of these crowd mentality. I want to pull this motherfucker down with me. Your story is your story. The next man's story is his story. We cross paths with motherfuckers all the time. And we intersect with people all the time. But guess what? It ain't for me. Like, for instance, right? My baby mama, her life is her life. But we spend a significant amount of time in each other's lives. But it ain't for me to tell you motherfuckers her story. That's her shit. I can't say anything about her life that's pertinent or private that she told me in privacy. That's her life. And vice fucking versa. So, with that said, I don't know, motherfuckers tuned. I guess y'all wanted me to say I don't fucking guess. I don't know what you bitches were tuned there for. But that's what we talking about. Messiness of niggas. Why do white people get to be gay as they want, rich as they want, and live their fucking life without all the bullshit? Why do we gotta be niggas? Fuck it, all that in effect. Bitch, I feel like Yo Gotti. That's one of my favorite songs. Everybody gay. That's what he said in the song. Yo Gotti said that. Everybody gay. All you niggas is gay. You know why all you niggas is gay? Because even if you ain't never got fucked by another nigga or never fucked another nigga, you too much into what the fuck other niggas got going on. Fuck wrong with you niggas. You too into another nigga bedroom. You niggas act like, oh, that. Listen, if you niggas is not gay, stop playing sports. Stop playing sports right now. Particularly, stop playing basketball, stop playing football. Because I always said to myself, how are you making $1 million? How are you making 30 million a year? And you go get naked in front of the next? I don't give a fuck how dirty, sweaty, stinky. I don't give a fuck if I catch scabies every fucking game. I don't give a fuck if every nigga that tackle me got bed bugs. There's no logical reason I'm supposed to be getting naked in the locker room in front of you niggas. This is not prison. We're millionaires. We're millionaires. Everybody in this locker room, the 54-man roster, we all millionaires. Why am I finna fucking get naked in front of you niggas? It's not a shower that important in the fucking world. It's not. Basketball niggas. I remember playing basketball on fucking court and I had stole the ball. No, I got a putback. And a nigga slapped the shit out my ass. Good shit. It took me everything in my soul. My stepbrother went to grabbing me ASAP. Like, chill. Cause I've been said before we got on the court. I respect y'all boys. Please don't smack me on my ass. I'm just I don't even like when I fuck a bitch and I'm walking to the bathroom and the hoe looking at my ass. Funky bitch, I'm sensitive about my ass. I'm just sensitive. I'm sensitive about that. So for a nigga to just full on, he smacked me so hard on the ass, I almost it reverberated through my fucking body, dog. It was the weirdest fucking feeling. I was clenching. I couldn't shit for a week, to be honest. I was clenching like a bitch. So fucking, but this is sports. This is manly man. Listen, we get one life. You only live once. And I would like to see my black people fucking get to a point in life where what the next nigga, cause and particularly my women, cause I'm gonna get on these hoes ass, but I gotta talk to you niggas real quick. Let's talk to you niggas, cause I got 21 minutes to speak on this before I go to sleep. You men, you so-called men, like I just said previously, what is it your agenda? If this nigga is doing whatever, if he's never come at you, you know the best kind of gay person is the gay person who lived their gay life and they ain't think about you. They're not. I'm talking about a real, talking about no fat, that F word. I'm not talking about that. That's a thirsty, low-level human being. A F-A-G-G-O-T, you can't even trust around a kid. A F-A-G, I had a conversation about this shit tonight. A F-A-G-G-O-T, that's the little molesters riding around trying. You know, one of the craziest experiences I went through in life, when I was 13 years old, I was being managed. I was being grown. I was out and about because my mama wasn't home. So I was roaming the streets. And she had to cut her little expose short to come home to my wannabe grown ass, because I'm actually looking for a grown ass woman. And fucking this nigga, Wide Leg Jeans just had came out. And this nigga got a mouthful of fucking goals. Never forget. Top to bottom. Whole fucking shit. Mouthful of shiny ass goals. Long ass, thick ass dreads. And I'm from the South Florida. Niggas grow bumps and shit. Wigs. And the nigga was like, hey, look, I don't remember the terminology. Niggas wasn't saying fam back then. But nigga was like, hey, might have said jit. Hey, jit, hey man, those some raw ass little jeans right there, man. So I'm kind of intimidated thinking the nigga really want to make an excuse to size my pockets and pat my pockets. And I'm a jit. And I'm out past my curfew. So, boy, I let the nigga see the jeans, reach at my jeans. He growled at my jeans. Like, yeah, those shit's wrong. Because this round time, Jabot jeans is popping, right? So, fucking, the nigga end up trying to swipe at my dick. I said, hey, now one thing about it, I was intimidated first, but when you swiped at my dick, fuck nigga, what? So, motherfucking, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Let me get home. So I fucking, mind you, I'm at the corner store in South Florida. They got rooming houses on top of the corner store. They got the corner store, then they got like an apartment rooming house, like Hey Arnold type shit. So I go home. This nigga must have ran and jumped in his car. He meets me at the next street at the stop sign. Pull out a wad of money. He said, man, I pay you whatever to suck that dick. I never forget this. This is the first time I ever told this story. But it was very pertinent because a lot of thoughts came up in my mind watching this shit and short story shit and the conversation I had prior to this shit and life. So I said, no, I was like little buddy from the wood when they told that nigga to take off that fucking jacket. I was like, I'm good. So he was like, okay. So he ended up turning Mind you, I'm fucking what 13 years old. This is a grown ass man. Fucking he turns. So now I'm flushing him ass in it trying to get to the crib. But I couldn't make it to the crib in time. So I jumped my this guy. I don't know if she's still living, but if she ain't, God bless her dead. Miss Robbie was one of my neighbors. Miss Robbie, an old lady. Bitch, I jumped Miss Robbie fence into her yard, to hide behind her bushes. And this nigga is, I swear to God, I spoke on this shit tonight because I was like, I was speaking to people. I was speaking about Andrew Cunanan. Y'all niggas probably that name probably don't resonate with y'all, but Andrew Cunanan killed Johnny Versace. Fucking, I was speaking about Jeffrey Dahmer and shit, and even the Menendez brothers. And I was like, motherfuckers ask questions about why these people did what they did, or why do motherfuckers become what they become. Because you got all kind of fucking sexual deviant predators in this fucking world. Is nobody never gonna knock or say or shouldn't say, oh, you're gay. But the reason people do knock gay motherfuckers is because of shit, funky shit like that. Funky behavior like that. Vile behavior. I wish, you know how they got Back to the Future? If I could go back in time and this exact day and protect little me and shoot the shit out that pussy nigga, shoot the shit out that fuck nigga, air that nigga out. And then reload and add that nigga out some more, overkill that nigga. So, but at the same time, life is life and the hood is the hood. And I'm pretty sure, like a nigga said jokingly, I seen it in passing, a nigga was like screaming from prison. You gotta go back into slavery days when these white men used to break black men. And they call them bucking. So like a horse. I don't know if I'm a country boy. In order to break a horse down for you to ride that horse, you gotta break that horse. He's bucking. He's jumping up just like a wild fucking bull. You stay on the bull back long enough, guess what the motherfuckers start doing? He just start bucking. Same thing, you gotta break this horse down. You gotta ride this bitch into the dirt. And then he gonna be like, okay, you can stay on my back. What these folks did, mind you, I know like everybody was giving my props on how well I spoke yesterday, and they say I like the attitude. I still got a positive attitude. I'm talking about sensitive subject. So if I speak at an animated tone, that don't mean I'm being less emotional intelligent. I'm speaking on some real shit. Having said that, they would rape these men in front of their women. Oh, you so tough, you so gangster. How you gonna be gangster out there? And mind you, it was the shame that these men felt, because how do I go be a man in front of this woman when this man just broke you down like a woman in front of this woman? And that shit resonates true. So when they fucking, mind you, chain gang and all that shit was white boy based. It was before, when these white folks start to lose control. That's when the prison became about, it came color orientated. Before that, white men were just locking up white men. Plenty white men was on that damn chain gang. I'm talking about the real chain gang. Big brick, big rock, turn big rock to little rock, big rock, little rock, big rock, little rock, smaller rock. That type of shit. Railroad, builders railroad. White boys on that shit. But when it became a system where, okay, we can get indentured slaves, oh shit. So that a condition was set up, a gladiator condition, uncivilized condition, which still reigns true. It's more civilized now. It's probably more dangerous now too, because niggas is stabbing it up. But niggas was getting raped. I had a cousin die of AIDS in the 90s. And it was so crazy is they let him get raped in prison. The prison staff, see, I ain't had no intellectual family. Like, if I was grown enough, we would have sued the shit out of that prison. But ain't nobody in my family was smart like that. But he got raped in prison. He caught AIDS, contracted from the person who raped him. And then about 2 months before he died, they let him out of prison. It's like, what kind of fucked up shit is that? But that's what they did. So this is in the 90s. And mind you, in the 80s, them niggas had it even worse. So, point is, we come from generations, multiple generations that are flipped and flipped and flipped. Let's call it 3 generations. Prison life since the 70s, right? So niggas been coming home since the 70s and they been fucking bitches. And guess what? These niggas used to have weights in prison. So they don't got weights in prison no more. So the niggas used to come home like on a Schwarzenegger. Look at Tukey Williams and Monster Cody and all them old throwback ass prisoners. Them niggas come home diesel, diesel, fucking shit on they fucking big ass truck sit right where the fuck you see that little hole. Trucks like that with no steroids. You don't think our women was fucking gushing over that shit? And back then, let's just call it like my daddy used to tell me. My daddy used to tell me how having sex in the 60s and the 70s, well, not 60s, because he was fucking in the, well, he was fucking. He had his first child in 1969. Fucking in the 60s, but mostly 70s. He was like, it was so fun. He said the worst thing you get is like a STD and you go get some penicillin. That's all they had. They didn't have no other little, they had no other kind of little fucking STD drugs for you to take. It's just simple penicillin. Nigga never heard of AIDS. So you can fuck unlimited bitches, ratchet bitches, clean bitches, whatever bitches. My daddy was telling me this shit. And have your life you just living. That shit got real toward the late 70s. Something was going on in the water. Word got around. Niggas start looking at Liberace. Niggas start looking at Virgil off the heat of the night. These niggas start falling off. So motherfucker like, oh, Magic Johnson. One of the most beautiful things I watched was Magic Johnson's such a real nigga. I know he made a lot of money off pharmaceutical, and people say he took advantage. I just looked at it as he was an opportunist. But Magic Johnson had these. I had watched this shit. Well, a lot of people ain't seen. Magic Johnson used to do a lot of films on the disease itself, and like the undetected and detected and all that shit. What it means for all that. Like, and see. Well, I grew up in a real projects, right? So on my street, they developed, it was a church that developed an apartment complex. It was only meant for victims of HIV. Now a lot of the community homeowners, they protested against this shit because they was like, we don't want that shit here, like we don't want that. But it passed, right? Because black people don't go to city commission meetings anyway. With that said, well, most on a majority scale. So it passed. So they came. And when they came, Magic Johnson used to visit that. Oh, he's such a real nigga, dog. And but I got to see this videotape through a friend of a video he did talking about how Cookie didn't get sick. And he was like, Cookie didn't get sick because it was early on before it started to deplete certain cells, and then he got his treatment and found out early about it, and then he was able to take preventative measures, etc. Now it's gonna be people that like in theory that say, man, we don't believe he got it at all because they've been made a cure. I do know they done made a cure. I believe it totally. Having said that, and doesn't pay in curing nobody in any disease, cancer included. With that said, fucking damn, I had a point of talk about the Mad Johnson. I see, it's so many layers to peel back. It's unfair for me to talk about this shit so fast, but we ain't even got into the Shannon Sharp shit yet. Oh, I was talking about the prison shit. So these men been coming home since the 70s and the 80s and shit. And they fucking all the baddest bitches, and then they come home in the 90s. And then we perpetuate the shit, man. We keep it going because we put a thug lifestyle. Whether it be when I was a jit, when Tupac was screaming thug life, till now we was like, okay, Tupac wasn't enough. Like Tupac could be looked at as like a scamming ass nigga. Nigga be like, man, that nigga phony as fuck. That nigga ain't living that shit. Like, nigga, what gang you in? Tupac didn't really belong to a gang. He tried to become a blood late in life. But he never really was into a gang. These niggas is fucking indoctrinated and grew up in the shit. So they're growing up going to juvenile jails and juvenile prisons and then adult prisons and stuff. And it reverberates. But what they never tell you is the ugly life. The ugly life is who the fuck you know doing 10 years on their fucking hand. Meaning we call that hand, meaning they're doing 10 years at the door easy. Without sex. You niggas ain't never, only 10 years most humans ever did without sex was the first 10 years of their life. Motherfucker don't even pass the second 10 years of their life. That means make it to 20 without having sex. So the cleanest part of anybody's life is the first 10 years. So you think a motherfucker going doing 10 and fucking just ain't did nothing? All these niggas done got down. I don't want, ain't nobody, it's nothing you can say to me to convince me otherwise. So, and then it be the man, and the problem with the black community, now I'm gonna start easing this shit back to the short shit. The problem with the black community is niggas got jokes for every fucking thing. Niggas don't take shit serious. And the main niggas with the jokes is the niggas getting down. I'll say that for you niggas in the back. The main niggas with the jokes is the niggas who getting down. The main nigga, man, look at that gay nigga. Oh, look at that faggot. That nigga. What up, boy, faggot? He gay. He gay. So, one thing I never understand, whether it be computer generated or not, is when a person try to troll you. Because one thing about it, I'm too old for the trolling meaning. I got emotional intelligence. You won't find me. Oh, what are you? I could easily like put you in timeout, but that once again, I look at this as kind of like not being in control of my feelings because I want you to speak freely. It's just funny that you will speak so reckless without trying to even put thought or fathom the fact that you're here. If you couldn't decipher what I'm saying, if I pass the Greek chat and they're speaking in whatever language, or they speaking in Swahili and I don't understand it, I keep moving. I don't stick around unless there's something entertaining about what's going on in the background. Maybe they're riding a fucking unicycle or something. But just to say I don't understand the rational, I don't understand these mumbo jumbo. Why would you stick around for mumbo jumbo if you can't decipher what I'm saying? And you talking about mate? We're not on the ship. There's no ship around me. I suppose you're gonna call me lad next. Am I your lad as well? We're in America, brother. I, you're the type of guy that spells center CENTRE. That's not me. That means this chat isn't for you. Maybe you should I walk dust upon the daylight. I don't even want to try to speak no Shakespearean. We're not speaking no Shakespearean in here. Anyway, back to this. So, what I was saying was, I hate how the black community shun. We act like, and our women perpetuates. See, this is the cycle we can't escape. I'm gonna tell you, it's like a forever cycle. The men go to prison. The men either pick up, they get out of prison worse. They don't get out of prison rehabilitated. They get out of prison worse. And in the sexual realm, it might be more deviant. The women are looking for toughness because they're under the belief that everybody's gay and they associate straightness with toughness. Be the toughest niggas that's gay, but they associate that it's synonymous with straight. So they go for these guys. The guy ends up with them. He might do something to one of their loved ones, and it changes and alters the course of this person's life. Whether it be molest their daughter and she becomes a prostitute, whether it be molest their son and he becomes gay. Something happens. And so then what's really more confusing, let's say this is not the situation. Let's say the woman is avoiding any man that's been to prison. Let's say a woman puts a standard to themselves where they say, I do not date men that's been to prison. Okay, cool. Does that step out this? Nope. Because the next step is their brothers who are already there grew up with that might be feminine and gay and this and that. Well, they got him raising their kids and babysitting and taking on woman responsibilities. He does the hair in front of the kids. He might have such a great personality, which you're not supposed to shine him. You're supposed to love him like D Wade love his son. I'll be the first one to give D Wade props. My favorite celebrity dad, love D Wade. Congratulations, D Wade. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about D Wade. Real ass daddy. Having said that, woman brings this man around her intricate circle, and now the kids are admiring him because he might be cool. It's some cool ass gay niggas. It is. What you want me to say? But he's impressionable, and kids are impressionable. Or, pardon me, he's influential, and kids are impressionable. It doesn't affect the little girl. She thinks, oh, it actually affects her in a positive way. She like, oh, I have me a gay homeboy when I get older. He cool as fuck. But to the little homie, if he doesn't have that consistent masculine father presence that's there to teach him how to fish, play baseball. I'll tell you a funny thing. I had a dream. I don't know if this dream was symbolic, but I woke up crying out of my sleep because I dreamed that my daddy had a closet, and the closet was full of his kids' fucking clothes. Like my dad got 14 kids, and I imagined that in this dream, all I don't. It was very symbolic. All his kid, he kept 2 outfits from each of his kids, so that's 28 outfits, 2 from each of his 14. And so he's showing somebody, and I don't know how I end up seeing the shit, but he's showing somebody, he's bragging. Like, look, this is my son's son. This is his clothes when he was little. And he done made it to the end of the rack. What it looked like the end of the rack. I'm like, well, my clothes. And I said, and he just trying to give me this excuse because my dad, key thing, he never raised his voice, but he'll dismiss you. And so my thing was, I just was like, man, nigga, that's your fucking problem. And it's such a realistic dream. It woke me up almost like when you can't die in a dream because it was so real. It was fucking about to give me a fucking heart attack. And I was like, fuck, nigga, you never have accepted me. Like they say I'm my daddy's favorite, but it never has felt like that because he never did shit for me. And I woke up out of my sleep like, damn, boy, whoo. And then I started crying because the dream was so real and the basis of the dream was so real. Like, damn, nigga, where was you at? You never played. Before I woke up out of my dream, I got on his ass about not having no clothes. And my dad is unapologetic. But what he did was so raw in the dream. I don't even know why I was at this nigga house because I understood that I had my own crib. So it was like I understood I was an adult in a dream and had what I was able to achieve in life. But I just that daddy issue shit. So fucking my dad came back. He must have walked off from me. And he came back and he was like, hey son, hey, you know how to put like fishing line on the pole and shit. You'll help me like set this pole up, put weight tension and all that shit. And I was like, what the fuck? My dad is not an outdoorsman whatsoever fucking never. That nigga couldn't fish to save his life. And I was like, yeah, I'll show you because I get the gesture. It was like he's finna take me fishing. At this fucking late of age in life, this nigga taking me fishing was gonna be the dopest fucking shit ever. I was excited. That's probably what made me wake up out the dream. It's like, ain't no motherfucking way this is real. I think that's what made me cry. I started baiting the nigga line. Cause no, I was finna bait his line. Cause I told him, and see, it's so funny because I was at his house, but I kept associating it with my crib. I was like, I got a compost pile because I do composting. I'm like, I got plenty natural worms that I could just, we don't even gotta go get no worms. I got all the worms. I compost. So fucking damn, in the midst of me going to get this shit together, something about must in my brain must have triggered this shit ain't real. And I woke up and when I realized it wasn't real, I just cried. That was just gonna be my proudest fucking moment. I say that to say. Now I ain't had no like feminine niggas that was influential in my life. What I'm simply saying is when a person lacks that fatherhood, like that I don't give a fuck. It's women that's stronger than niggas. It's bitches that ain't never had a daddy that grew up just fine. I had a homeboy now. He's not stronger than me in a certain element because he smoked dope, but he got 5 sons. And he told me I don't got time to cry over my shit because I used to get drunk. You know, all my real niggas know I don't make friends with a lot of niggas. But my few friends know I get drunk and I just go to fucking cry and think about my life. And motherfucking I for him, he was like, I don't got time for that crying shit like you be doing. Bitch, I got 5 sons. I can't break down in front of these niggas. I never thought about that shit. But his fucking story in life probably worse than my shit. But it broke him down to the point where we all have a difference because I ain't never smoked no dope. So my whole thing is I'ma just fucking cry, get over the shit or whatever. Maybe not ever get over the bitch, but if I cry, I cry. But I say that to say Our little soldiers, our little homies don't have that. And when they meet somebody that's influential and they're impressionable, and they see all this shit on TV with niggas is, and it seems like only the gay niggas is the ones making it, and the feminine niggas is the ones making it. They become more impressionable. I believe a lot of niggas is not naturally gay. And I know there's gonna be what they call it, traditionalists that say nobody is naturally gay. I might give you pushback on that because I remember just that when I was 5, 6, well, 6, but they was younger than me, 5, 4. These niggas was poking their ass out in the fucking lunchroom, and when we became adults, these niggas was gay. And so and the whole time through elementary, middle school, high school, these niggas always been the same way. So I'll give you a little pushback on that, but I also would be the first one to tell you there's a lot of unnaturally gay folks in this world, and they're trying to find themselves. Why you in here? You clearly want to see some cock in your face. If it's boring, go to a room where you ain't gotta see this black nigga laying in his bed. Talk about this subject. Cause clearly you want cock in your face. And don't get me to talking out of character. This not the room for that, brother. Bless your heart. What I will do for you is put you in timeout and you can go entertain yourself or take that big ass horseshoe out your. Hey, have a nice night. So it's people that I believe that are unnaturally gay due to the circumstances they've been through in life. And there's things we can do to clean up um our community. How do we do that? We have these realistic conversations. People gonna be like, oh, this is gonna. One thing about it is, I'll tell you about this life, and I learned this shit from a Haitian nigga. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect me in my face, and I'm not trying to sound like no tough guy, hard guy. I ain't nobody gonna motherfucker crack jokes in the chats in real life, and for any motherfucker that know me in real life that's in this chat. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. I ain't never been, ain't no nigga ever came to me, oh faggot out for boy, that'll be the day. That'll be the day one of us don't see tomorrow, bitch. Just I'm being honest about it. So fucking we need to have these conversations because peace and love, most deaf, most deaf. We need to have these conversations because white people be looking to a degree right. Nah, they definitely not like we are the most. I don't have to re-emphasize how much I love my black folks and how great I feel we are. But when they try to put the allegations on us that we don't got no emotional intelligence or we're animal like, that is so totally untrue. But one thing that we can take from them that they're light years ahead of us is the love, dog, for each other. The unconditional, not conditional, not, oh, you straight, I fuck with you, I love you to death. No, I don't give a fuck with you, I love you to death. That's the fucking unconditional. I was in I'll tell you a cool story tomorrow if I can go back and look at this chat, and I'll tell y'all a cool story tomorrow evening. The bottom line is the love that white folks got where if they having a, let's just say some gay niggas holding each other and it's a straight event, you're not gonna hear no white people pass. It might be that jerk that gets drunk and say, oh no, no, no. But on the most part, the white people gonna like, okay, so what? And they embracing each other. But leave it up if that was the black setting. Oh yo, faggot ass nigga. And like I said, it's two ways that go. It's either the person that's saying the faggot that's a faggot, or it's a person that is lived that life on the down low and he's not standing up for them folks because he's scared of being shunned or scared of being put in that box with them. And that's the part where Shannon Sharp. Now we're gonna bring Shannon Sharp and I'm going overtime because I said we should have made it to 2 o'clock. But this is a sensitive subject you just can't dive into without respect. You feel me? So now let's talk about Shannon Sharp shit. I'm only gonna get this probably 6 minutes and then I'll be off of that. First thing I say is this: I address the elephant in the room, and this goes back to the black behavior. If Joe Johnson, I think his name Joe Johnson, and Chad Ochocinco can be loyal to Shay through these developments, I'm not gonna call them allegations. It's really hard to beat it. I've been believe Shannon Sharp, respectfully, with all due respect, is gay. It's not a. I thought that little sex tape that he posted did was just like some old shit to try to get the wolves off of him. Like, yeah, look, y'all, I be fucking, I be fucking. Yeah, nigga. Do I believe you like fucking little white bitches, young white hoes? Yes, I do believe that. But I do believe you would rather a little nigga before that. Having said that, as long as you ain't molesting nobody, that's your prerogative. With that said, though, I think Joe Johnson and Ocho Cinco is going to be up to a big test. And that big test is, can you keep it real and say, you know what, you are my friend, you are my brother. Same way you would do with your own bloodline, hopefully. Which is, I don't give a fuck what they say you got going on. Did you molest any kids? Nope. Are you on some Epstein shit? Nope. Did you rape anybody? Nope. They gotta give a fuck. That's all I need to know. So I would like to see Joe Johnson because one thing they finna get a lot of flack. And how do I know they finna get a lot of flack? Here comes the nigga in me. When the news broke the night, I said, God damn, that nigga Joe Johnson must be, that nigga Chad must be. That's just the inner nigga in me. But then when I was able to calm down and become more docile, I said I would like to see them stand with their brother and stand with him and, hey man, live your life, bro. Because let me tell you something, this shit like to open the floodgates. Black folks and just people, period. First of all, we're the trendsetters. So having been a trendsetters, we set trends for each other. Nigga, open the floodgate, Shay. Say, you know what? If I'm Shannon Sharp, I'm just tell you, if I was Shannon Sharp, I'm sitting on 50 M's at least. At least 50 M's. After giving up about 20 or whatever the fuck you done gave up. I'm sitting on $50 million. Fucking, I got revenue that's going to regenerate forever. Or at least for the next 10 years. My kids are grown. That's the big part. My kids are grown. So any like ridicule or whatever, nobody really knows who the fuck Shannon Sharp kids is. You gotta be old nosy ass nigga to know what the fuck his son or daughter look like. I don't. And I had Shannon Sharp, Denver Bronco. I had Shannon Sharp, Denver Bronco tops card. I had Ed McCaffrey tops card. I had Joe, what was that? That was my team I used to play with back in the days. Rod Johnson fucking card. But I wasn't no Broncos fan, but that was my team to play with. And I had they NFL cards. My point that I'm making is that's how far I've known of Shannon Sharp since I was a kid. Not when he joined the Baltimore Ravens or inside NFL or none of that shit. Ben Newfound. Ben, he was one. Listen, niggas who don't know football, before they had the Spanish dude, Alex, I can't think of his last name, Alex, whatever. Before they had Antonio Gates, before they had all them raw ass fucking tight ends out of the UM, from Jeremy Shockey to a buddy who Justin Winslow or whatever Kellen Winslow, whatever his name was, to Graham and all them niggas. Nigga, Shannon Sharp was the first that I remember of that put all tight ends on the map, in my opinion. Nigga was a real deal legend. Having said that, that's how far I know of him. I don't know his kids. Cause his kids ain't got shit to do with him. I can separate the two. You ain't never heard his son come out and say, hey, my daddy touched me. They put the allegations on Kurt. Do I believe Kurt Franklin has some? I do. I do. Have I ever heard his son come out there and say, man, my daddy touched me? That's what I'm saying. Whatever the fuck you done did, whatever I expect everybody to fall short of the glory. People gonna fall short of the glory in their different ways. It ain't always gonna be a gay way. It might be, motherfucker, you cheat on your woman, you beat your woman, you smoke crack, you fucking, you do all type of shit when nobody looking, and you're a kleptomaniac. It's all type of ways of falling short of the glory. But as long as you not touching no kids, you not raping nobody, you're not touching them, but I just had to say the molested part anyway. Nobody gives a fuck. At least they shouldn't. And if they do, guess what? two things is happening for people to know. They shunning you because they hate themselves. They want to see you get buried in the media. Or buried. They looking for an excuse not to come out because they so they want to help in burying you. Or they're looking for whatever. It's a self-hate type of thing. So I don't know. I guess it's the time that the trolls come out, dog. Like, bless you, brother. Bless you. Can you give me a light? If you had time, think about this. Think about what kind of sucker guy you gotta be real quick. It's so easy to just double tap. It's dot dot. That's a light. But it's more complex to sit there and pull up a keypad to say some hate shit. It take too fucking long. Thank you. I don't got none of this. I'm not even gonna really got thank you. You get it. You get it. And but I had to make that point. It takes forever to do this, but a second to do that. Appreciate that, brother. Nah, like I respect you on that. Like whatever you say, even if it's on some troll shit, I respect it because you understood my point. My point is always just trying to get a point across and that it be received. Love that part, that part. So in what I was saying though, and you don't gotta stay tuned because you probably won't like this conversation, but I do appreciate that you acknowledge that as real what I had just spoke on. Love, appreciate that. So moving forward, I would like to see them boys back up Shannon as far as that. But now let me speak into the meat and potatoes of Shannon Sharp. You gotta get over here real quick. I gotta get on your ass real quick. You brought in a nigga that already outed another nigga. And you thought that he was just gonna treat you different. You thought that you was just so special. And the fact now I don't believe into the narrative of you was trying to beat the allegation so you fight him. I don't think that's why Shannon Sharp fight him. I think it was something more devious. Maybe he was trying to secretly record you. Maybe he had been stealing. Maybe he let people wonder things. Like maybe somebody was like, I know Shannon Sharp fucking you. And instead of saying, hell no, he'll never. Maybe he used to laugh it off. And it's like, fuck nigga, no nigga, you need to vehemently deny that shit. Don't fucking laugh it off. Say, hell no, he ain't never fuck me. Okay. But you still brought little brother on. And because you brought little brother on, the circumstance end up the same way it did with the last guy. Which lead me to say another point that could possibly be true. And mind you, I just spent a whole 47 minutes defending Shannon Sharp or saying how nobody should shun him if he not fucking no little kids or doing no shit like that. But I'll say this is an element of you, Shannon Sharp, what it appears. You are a dominant gay guy. You're not just a gay guy, you're a dominant gay guy. What I mean by that is this little guy, first of all, it's kind of intimidating how big you is compared to how little. That shows what kind of that's why they always say little men got Napoleon complex. This is why. Fuck nigga, you can't fuck me, pussy. I don't give a fuck how big you as. Nigga, I gotta get extra bullyish dominant with you because I need to be understood that I'm not your bitch. Yeah, I used to hate when I had an ex used to call me fun size. Fun size, pussy who ain't no snicker. Put this fun anyway. So it appears that you like little guys and that you treated this nigga just like a woman, just like how word spreader. You know how celebrities fuck the same people? Like, why did 50 come? I mean, why did Diddy come behind 50? Why did Diddy come behind Eric Sermon? Why do the same woman got two rich baby daddies, two men? That shit should be like striking gold. That shit, you know how many millionaires it is? Not that many in relative terms. So how does the same bitch get three different baby daddies that's all fucking rich? Because niggas like to fuck behind each other on some I heard through the grapevine shit. So, you know what's so funny? I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna speak very vaguely real quick. I'm gonna say something so funny. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that to myself, but all I'm gonna say is to attention deficit, you just you just said a word that brought a good feeling to my heart. And if that is, I ain't gonna even say the code word because I don't want to put nobody business out there. But there's a young lady. Shout out to that young lady. You used a young lady that I once knew once upon a time. That was her little word that you just used. So you made me think about her. So bless you. Talk your shit, pop your shit. Anyway, I'm back on what I was saying. Yeah, I'm yapping because I used to get on this girl case about. I used to hate that word yapping. We call it capping. We call it popping shit. Call it selling out. We call it doing the most. But yapping is just a frustrating word for me. So for that person to incorporate that word in their statement, it made me think that that's remnants of her, and you reminded me of her, and that felt good to think about her. I hadn't thought about her in a while. So bless your heart. Go ahead, pop your shit. Anyway, high school politics, that part. So all in all, what I'm saying as far as the Shay shit, Shay, whatever shit, you seem like you a guy that heard through the grapevine that this nigga got some good pussy. And when you heard he got some good pussy, the dominant nigga in you couldn't help yourself. And you got a little bold with it. You was like teetering on coming out the closet. You opened the closet door, you spreaded the fucking layers back of the clothes you was behind. You put one foot out, and then something made you put it back in. And that what made you put it back in is that harsh black judgment that nobody else can be crueler than black people can be crueler. Nobody can crack jokes like us. Nobody can wear you in the dirt with this internet gossip or internet jokes like black people can. I myself, when I want to be on my ratchet shit, I go look up Bosco 100. That nigga flame a motherfucker like nobody can. Yeah, storytelling, that part, most deaf. And but nobody can hurt us like we can hurt each other from a psychological standpoint, just like nobody can build us up like we can. And what you don't want to see is a person killing themselves because they couldn't be who they wanted to be in this beautiful life that you only get. Think about it. If you got the ability to kill yourself, that means you had the ability to pick up a weapon. You had the cognizance to think. This motherfucker's born cleft hand, or they fucking hand is like this. This motherfucker's born blind and deaf. They don't know what the fuck is going on. And here you is giving all these God-given senses just enough to feel offended, to want to end your life that another motherfucker would be gladly to go through. That's selfish. That's disrespectful. So, um, that's my opinion on that shit. It's the fact that I hate that we put this little thing on each other where we bully each other into either you gonna be suicidal or you gonna stay your ass in that closet. All the while the motherfuckers that's doing the bullying is contributing to the bullshit. They contributing, they getting down their damn self, or they got a family member that's getting down and they ain't shunning them. So, and then the women, like I said, it's a perpetuating cycle because a man's main judgment is a woman. What does these women think? Like whenever I put on clothes, I never gave a fuck what a nigga gonna say about the clothes I wear. I've never given a fuck. I always think about what is this bitch gonna like. Now, as I got older, I started giving a fuck about that too. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if the hoe like it, bitch. The hoe ain't buy it. But nobody wanted suicide, bro. Keep talking, please. This is going somewhere. Most deaf, most deaf. And so all in all, I never gave a damn about like I used to give a fuck about my whole image of what a woman think about me because that's what made or break me. But then when I realized these women's deficits, realized just like these men ain't talk about them being in the closet, women ain't talk about fucking two niggas at the same time. And that is too many trains that I've been a part of for a motherfucker to tell me that every bitch ain't been. It's not like every bitch that ain't been so too. Come on, bitch. This nigga hitting you from the back while you eating his dick. But guess what? Them same bitches go get married. You think your husband to marry you if he knew every fucking story? You think your husband to marry you, he knew you had the dick that went like this? You had the dick that went like this. You had the dick that went like this. You had the dick that went like this. You had the stiff dick. You had the soda can dick. You got the every kind of shape dick. Not been in you. But yet you so know how to put on a performative show. babe, I love you. And that's what makes the relationship beautiful. Lie to me. What Lil Blue said? Beautiful lies. Don't break my heart. Tell me beautiful lies. Tell me beautiful lies. Fucking even Diddy had a song with that nigga back in the days. I don't wanna know if you play me. Keep it on the low. Motherfuckers like the hey, lie to me. Please lie to me. Don't give me motherfuckers can't handle that truth. You notice that the person that came in to troll me that used the word yep haven't been back in here? They haven't. And I only say that I ain't trying to like be a bully, but what I'm simply saying is lie to me. The motherfuckers would rather the truth be withheld because they can't handle it. Some people uh they thrive with the truth. They thrive off of honesty and full disclosure and transparency. And you tell me this and I tell you all my secrets. You tell me all your secrets. Some people they rather live in a lie and be the characters they are with each other. And they thrive in that. And this goes back to my point as far as the Shannon Sharp shit. If they thriving in that, who are you as a bitter individual to come along and try to shit on their story? Hey man, the worst thing I probably ever did in my life, and I didn't realize it at the time, I thought I was just being a real nigga, is I told a nigga, he ended up being with a girl for about 12 years. They got married and all. But I told him I knocked her down. That was the worst thing I ever did. He not only whooped the ass, but it led to a 12-year ass whooping for her. And they had only one kid out of me and her reconvened after the 12 years. That shows how funny life is. I fucked her before him, and she was ready to give me the pussy after the 12 years. I couldn't get over the fact that I felt like a fuck nigga in her presence after she told me about what she endured in those 12 years. And all I had to do was shut my fucking mouth and know that, yeah, I fucked. But I thought that since he was my friend and I knew him before her, I just felt like I wasn't gonna be able to be around him without telling him, hey, I knocked her down like I did. I didn't know they were gonna last that long. I learned since then, bitch, keep my mouth fucking shut. None of my motherfucking. If I fuck your bitch, don't ask me about me and your bitch. Ask your bitch. That's your bitch. It's not my. We're not dating. I don't owe you nothing. If you gotta question your bitch like you the FBI, you shouldn't be with her. It's that simple. You have no trust. If you got a whoop on a woman, and ladies too, if you got a whoop on the man, follow this man down, whoop all his girlfriends. That's not for you. It's unhealthy. You don't love yourself. That's unattractive. You're never gonna change a person because you think you're gonna beat them into submission or beat them into loyalty or faithfulness. You're not. It's not like how life works. It doesn't. So anyway, let me read some of these comments. Then I'm gonna end it. But I just want to just give a quick, as far as to say, as far as the Shannon Sharp shit is, come on out that closet. Come on out. Let me be the first one to give you a hug. I love you, brother. Let me give you an imaginary kiss on the top of your head on some manly shit. Mwah. I love you, brother. You're a great football player, hell of a talk show host. I, I don't know how great of a father you is that, but I never heard your kids come out and say nothing publicly crazy like about you neglecting them or nothing. And you know I never seen them in the news and don't look like they on drugs. So I say great father and Father's Day is coming up. But what I do want to say is you brought this on yourself. You went and got a messy faggot and asked him to be a regular nigga. You cannot turn fucking respectfully, he's dead now. I think he's dead. Or even if he ain't dead, you can't turn Polly Shore into fucking Dana White. You just can't. Polly Shore gonna be Polly. Cool as fuck, but he's Polly. You can't turn Richard Simmons and I was about to give a bad fucking example. You can't turn Richard Simmons into Bruce Jenner. But I guess you can. But the point fucking is you can't turn Richard Simmons into Brock Lesnar. Person gonna be who the fuck they gonna be, and you knew what it was before you brought that man on. And you was looking, you got so I think the problem, and this is the part that I would say this too, real quick, not to keep dragging this on. I think the reason these guys be scared to come out the closet because it's only certain careers that pay to be gay. Fashion model, fashion or whatever designer. You could be gay all you want. Matter of fact, you probably do better as being gay. Or you're a movie director, cool. But when you're the actual person on camera and sex sells in America, whether it be they're voting you most sexiest man, I hate to bring this person into this shit, but I gotta bring this shit into it because I think he kind of lived a little foul. He's a hood nigga to me. Charlie Sheen. I gotta speak about Charlie Sheen real quick. A hood nigga. Charlie Sheen lived his gay life for a long time. And he spoke about it in code. He said he thought he had tiger blood. That he could just raw dick these niggas for life. Then he got sick. He still fucking hoes. Got them hoes sick. And I was just shocked that he didn't end up in prison. It's like, yo, what the fuck? You gave death sentences out this bitch. But it was funny as fuck. Oh, fucking 3.5 men, 6.5 men, whatever the fuck a half man. The shit was raw. It was crazy funny. So, but he skated. But when you look at a person like that, at some point you gotta be legit and real with yourself and say, when am I doing other people a disservice because of my selfishness? Either you fall back off of the scene and you enjoy your $50 million and live your gay life without being in the public eye. But if you're gonna be in the public eye, understand that in the entertainment sector, being outed will cost you money because our women are still under a delusion that all muscle bound, handsome men is great. And they can't fathom the thought that they can't have this sexual being that they find so attractive. A woman can't take rejection. Us men, we built for rejection. We get rejected every day. Every fucking time we step out, we can try to couple of women or woman just without even trying to really let it lead to something. I got a man. I just said you look nice. I ain't even trying to ask you for your number. But we're accustomed to that. But women, they can't take fucking rejection. If you reject them, you're automatically gay. Having said that, women are the greatest fans. Women spend money way more than men. So they feed into this money system. So if they feel you gay, and this is why I try to tell these motherfucking gay niggas, you out here trying to please fish, appease this bitch. All she wanna do is get the info on who not the fuck. And you know who not the fuck? Who you fucking. Jokes on you, fella. Thought the joke, girl, that nigga trade, girl, that nigga, girl. Fuck nigga, the joke's on you. You suck that nigga dick, dumbass nigga, dumbass shit. You're a faggot to this hoe. She gonna call you sis. She gonna let you do her hair. She'll let you cook for her and eat your food. And make sure she don't fuck not one single nigga behind you. Now, is there hoes with the shits? There, let me not act like it ain't hoes with the shits. It's hoes with the shits. They'll suck dick with their homeboy, get fucked with their home. It is another avenue out this motherfucker that I ain't gonna pretend don't exist. But traditionally, these hoes is covert spies. And they infiltrate not the so-called straight nigga or the bisexual, they infiltrate the full-time gay nigga. And you know the worst part about this shit, and I finish it like this Hollywood nigga shit. He was such a little fag. He was so happy. He just took joy. See, niggas like that is bitter. You gotta look out, understand. It's gay, then it's bitter gay. This nigga's bitter gay. It's nothing. He get a bigger joy. You look at him. He's, oh yeah, I know these guys. I knew it's so many gay people that I call them such and such. And all I could say in my head was, Lord, thank you, Father. If I cross path with a nigga like that, and nigga think, motherfucking, oh man, such and such. I hang it up. You ain't gotta, and we don't need no trial. I did it. I did it. You won't find that motherfucker, but I did it. You would never find his body, but I did it. So motherfucking, I could never play with no nigga like that. That's a dangerous ass nigga. No human, black, white, of that magnitude need to exist. He lives his life unhappy, bitter, trying to drag niggas down with him in the mud because he feel his truth is fucking taking niggas and exposing niggas and being like, I ain't gonna take this burden alone. I'm not gonna wear it. No, nigga, you wear that burden alone. Fuck, nigga. Mr. Flamboyant. Respect the E40. So, anyway, that's all I had to say about this speech. Don't deal with faggots. You don't want faggot shit to happen to you. That's the reality of it. Anybody that took offense about the F word tonight, and put a disclaimer that I said that in context. I've said plenty shit advocating for the community. I just had to talk about faggots. Anybody knows there's difference between gay, faggot, sissy. Like y'all got all these alphabets and shit to describe. Fucking faggots call each other faggots just like bitches call each other bitches and get mad when a nigga call them a bitch. Sissies and sissies and the rest of it is the rest of it. So I spoke on that as a difference. If you gay and you live your life great, live it responsible. Don't get nobody sick. If you do get sick of a trying to change shit, report it. Fucking and do the right measurements to mankind and make mankind a better place. With that said, love, life, y'all take care. Let me read these comments before I get up out of this bitch real quick. I'm gonna go to the top. Is that much? I told y'all I'll come back. I know y'all thought I was bullshit. My phone just said, how are you? I'm good, baby girl. Minimal said he was a Buddha warrior earlier. Jazz Zane said, real man, real 18, and I'm so lost. Probably poor said, can I have $20? Who cares? Said, man, give a sucker shit. Who care? Okay, nah, I got a feeling I know who that troll is. Then that better not be Weston. I ain't gonna say his name, but matter of fact, fuck it. I'll blow you up, even though you already paused. Fuck it, even though you already fucking famous. If that's Poetic Flocko fucking trolling me, cuz don't make me roast you, dog. I wish I could pull you in on the Instagram. Cause boy, you got hips, titties, and ass, your whole body. And I think you is one of my favorite streamers. You are. I love the shit you put together. I just hate when you give full body shots of you. You need to do like shit like this when you scream for now. I don't want to see hips, titties, and ass. Every time I see you, I see the big hips. You was on the fucking a podcast, somebody podcast. You got mad and you walked away. And when you walked away, you didn't have no belt on. And all I could say was, that's a fuck. I felt weird about the shit because I was like, see, Lord, this is why I gotta go back to church because ain't no way I should be saying to myself, why can't you sit a cup on that nigga booty? You ain't had no belt on. Your drawers was all poking out like you was baking biscuits in your back pocket. Like I was like, this nigga look like the Pillsbury Doughboy in his back pocket. His shit just steady baking. You had Cinnabons in your fuck back pocket. I was like, Lord, no, you look like the little chick that went viral. Money, all that fucking ass. So if that's you, flop, tighten up, boy. I'll flame you now. Anyway, who cares? Said make it. Come on, stop it. Tempter said, yo, they let you guys stream. That's so stupid. You sound crazy, dog. Like what picture you seen with orange walls, dog? And nigga said with pearl. Toggle. Anyway, you was a funny guy. Not funny, but whatever. Somebody say James Bryan said you 39. Uh-uh. I'm older than that, and I look damn good. I know. Um, why are you in? Come on, shenanigans. These shenanigans holds true. Addie Wavy said you was wearing Rockaware Fubu Timberlands. I did have Rockaware before, most definitely. Never owned Fubu a day in my life, even though I wish I would have. Fubu was too expensive when I was coming up. I respect the Fubu, but by the time Fubu was affordable, when they had the Fubu Platinum, that shit, I was on a whole nother shit. I was literally wearing academics before academics. I was on my Mecca shit. Like not on no Islamic religious tour. So I was wearing Mecca and academics, like for real academics and shit. But I never wore Fubu. As far as Tim's, I'm from South Florida. What the fuck I look like wearing Tim's shit? I wore structures. I wore Rockports. I wore Nautica boats. We was always into Nautica and Polo and shit, particularly Nautica. So I don't. Matter of fact, can somebody, man? No, that's the other folks shit. So I ain't gonna say bring back Nautica. But that's the shit I grew up on. Look at this shit. Talk about this subject. Brought all the niggas out the woodwork. Jeez. Justice here say something for a cheeseburger. Somebody said White Shark. Oh yeah, that was found. He came back around. He was cool as shit. What you talking about? Found 2026. Justice said victim slavery. Don't know because I ain't nobody victim, bitch. I'm a survivor like Beyonce. This is what people do on YouTube these days. Just talk about now. Talk about enough to save your life. You probably was on the brink or the what they call it, the precipice of whacking yourself because you didn't know your own identity. I helped you or help somebody. Anyway, so Lou Scott said, "Oh yeah, okay." I remember when Found said that. Found came around too, and then he said, "Cause you think you're better than me." Da, da. Brandon said that comment. I responded to that in real time. Ben said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He said I was yelling out for no reason. I don't know what that's about. Then he came back and said, "There you go, boss. That's facts. Let me hear it, boss 100." So shout out to Found. Let me see what this block message say. Attention deficit said, "Oh yeah, that was the person that used the word yacht. Never came back. Made me think about my little shorty. Damn, I missed that little moment. If her nigga is in his room, give it to me, fam. Why you wasting her time, dog? Give it to me. I promise you, I end these chats. I have somebody stream for me to convey my thoughts. Just give me your bitch, and I live the rest of my life in peace. I promise you. I know what to do with her. Anyway, somebody else say, nah, this dude the goat. Lord, most the ignore the guys, dude, most the. Ben Navy said high school politics again, y'all. Ye started telling facts, Princeton. Nobody wants suicide, most that, most what. Nobody never wants that. Did you guys ever realize that when Jesus was pooping, he had to wipe with his hand? I bet you would. I don't know what that was going at. Fried chicken say tune what? Ben Navy say voice of the angels. Fried chicken say www vocals. The goalie said hair mid AR. I don't know what that is. Somebody else, Layla said, bruh. Original Basima said, you kind of look like Eminem. Hi, my name is. Hi, kids. Do you like violence? Want to see me tape the back of my eyelids? Want to copy me, do just like I did? Try to get fucked up more than my life is? My brain's dead weight. I'm trying to get my head straight, but I can't think about which Spice Girl I want to pregnate. And Dr. Dre said, still you a bass saying, now only why is your face red, man? You wasted. Well, since age 12, I felt like a KHL. Say this so. Oh, bros, hell, I've been high to seat since the Obama days. Still ain't been found. Dead ass. I don't know, bro. One thing you ain't gonna never see is no black magic and none of that shit that you niggas do with all the funny niggas. I've been cutting my own hair since legit over 20 years. And so I never had to do no funny little tactics. This is all my real hairline, bitch. All my hair. I don't dye my shit black. The little small little specks of whatever. That's how it comes and how it's come. I'm just blessed because I don't do no stressing. So I have been stressing. I ain't gonna stunt. This last 14 whatever months, however many months, oh mad stressful. I'm about to knock a bunch of years off of my stress by that coming to an end. So yeah, that's all I can say about that. Um and then the storm said, "You right." So with that said, man, Lord, if you haven't double tapped, like I told the last guy, he was a real one. It takes more energy to put in that hate and text than it is to double tap. Only thing you showing me is you're a special kind of fuck nigga by not double tapping. So anyway, love, y'all take care. I catch y'all tomorrow. That part.